Hi, this is Bill Watkins. Thanks for taking a little time and looking with me at a very difficult passage of Scripture for a number, and I can understand why that would be, especially in light of what we're going to look at today. He's been talking about the destruction of Jerusalem and how that's going to occur, and then he says this, and I think the language is highly figurative. He says in Mark chapter 13, beginning at verse 24, "But in those days," that is, those days when Jerusalem is going to be destroyed, "in those days, after that tribulation, the sun will be darkened and the moon will not give its light. The stars will be falling from heaven and the powers in the heaven will be shaken. Then they will see the Son of Man coming in clouds with great power and glory, and then he will send out the angels and gather his elect from the four winds, from the end of the earth to the ends of heaven." Is that talking about the end of the world? It sure sounds like it, doesn't it? But I'm not sure that it is, because it says in those days after that tribulation. In other words, after the destruction of Jerusalem is what he has in mind. And I think what he's talking about is the times immediately following the destruction of Jerusalem. What does it mean that the sun would be darkened? Well, it just simply means that the Shekinah has left. The presence of God has left. The moon will not give her light. The ceremonial law that was established, that Old Testament law, will go. The stars will be falling from heaven, the Jewish rabbis and the doctors, and the powers that are in heaven shall be shaken. That dispensation will be done. And then he goes on, and I want you to listen. He says, "And they shall see the Son of Man coming in clouds and with great glory and power." I don't believe that it means they'll see him in person, but in the power of his wrath and vengeance, coming in the clouds of judgment and power and glory, taking vengeance on the Jewish nation and expanding his own kingdom. And then he will send out the angels, and the word for angels means messengers, and gather his elect from the four winds, from the ends of the earth to the ends of heaven. I think what he means is the power of evangelism and the ministers of the gospel, bringing the gospel to all the world and bringing Christians back home to be with God. It's our job to evangelize. I believe that's what he's talking about here. Thanks for watching.